Hi folks, this is BigAngry Plays Final Fantasy XIV. Today I am going to become a paladin on my gladiator, who is level 29 currently, 29 and about a half. And to do that, I'm going to be running Hawk Manor, and hopefully this queue won't last too long. It's, you know, a tank queue, so it probably won't, but, basically what's going on is, this is one of my alts. Well, this is my singular alt, because I only have the one. And, she is, currently... Ooh, I should probably repair. Let me do that before the queue pops. I don't actually have any, crafting classes, leveled. Or unlocked, for that matter, so I have to actually mend at a mender. There we go. But she is 29 gladiator, 54 warrior, 70 scholar and summoner, and 10 pugilist, as well as 47 botanist. I don't quite know why I'm not leveling up minor with botanist, but well, you know, here we are. So it's been a very long time since I've actually done the Paladin or Gladiator quests. I did them back in A Realm Reborn 2.0. My main character, who is level 70 in everything but, I think, Dragoon, Bard, Warrior, and... I think that's it. Finished the quests back in 2.0, like I said, and that was quite some time ago. I want to say like maybe 5 years. It sounds like 5 years. 2013, 2014 maybe. So this is all new to me again, so it'll be fun. So right now I'm queued for Hawk Manor, which is the level 28 to 31 dungeon. And, let's see, average wait time less than 5 minutes. We have the tank, we need a healer, and one more DPS. Want to thank my friend Liz, who is, I believe her new handle is Root Beer Panda, but spelled really fun. She is watching along with her husband Zany, and they are also watching, if I remember correctly, Forged in Fire. They're catching up on that. They just finished watching MasterChef. Zany actually was a cook for quite some time, high-level cook. He still huge into cooking and everything like that. They love watching the MasterChef and Knife Fight back when that was on. Oh, that was a fun show. Think Iron Chef, but in a half-hour format, and for bragging rights, and bets are accepted. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's see, that maidservant is too far out. Doesn't look like the Scholar's attacking at all, which sucks, because this is probably going to go a bit slower than normal. Pretty much always necessary to stun the Manor Maid Servants ASAP. Because that AoE attack of theirs will give you the horror debuff, horror, and what that does is it prevents any action for, I think, about 10 seconds, maybe 8. And, you know, as a tank, 8 seconds can be the difference between life and death. Trying to weave my defensive cooldowns in here. This is kind of difficult without tank stance, which you get at level 30 for becoming a paladin. And there's level 30. this scholar is really overhealing. Yeah, as soon as I get to level 30, I will get Tank Stance, which multiplies enmity by, like, maybe 50%? Something along those lines, and it'll make keeping aggro a lot easier. Now, back in the 2.0 days, and the 3.0 days, for that matter, you had to get a primary class to 30, a secondary class to 15 in order to get your job. So, say for instance, Paladin would be, I believe, Gladiator to 30, and then Conjurer to 15. And then you could also get Warrior to, I think, level 10 to get cross-class skills, but that wasn't necessary anymore once 4.0 rolled around, which is Stormblood, which is the current expansion pack. They just basically give you the job at level 30 and that's it. Well, they unlock it at level 30. Now, I've run this place probably about 100 damn times. Not, you know, right now, but on my main and this character, I've probably run this place, you know, 100 damn times. And as a result, I know it like the back of my hand. So now it's time for the second bosses. There's a skeleton and an imp. Man, this red mage is going ham. Now the good thing about these bosses is they're generally all stunnable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Rostelia is new, so typing /return will get you back to the entrance, which is where you need to go to get back to this point without having to backtrack through packs of mobs. Alright, we seem to have weathered that fine. Except they're not actually using limit break, so... I don't know. As we're T, just hit 60, so yay for that. And as we're T gets the commendation because she was riding my ass the entire time as far as threat goes. Hey, 2-player commendations, alright. Alrighty, now it's time to head to Ul'dah. To complete my level 30 Gladiator quest, and then pick up my level 30 Paladin quest. So we are going to the Gladiators Guild in the Steppes of Thal. Damn it all to the 7th hell, this is madness. It's Aldous, he's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense, he has no motive to do so, and whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alacran must be behind this. They've failed to kill him time and again, and now they're reaching out to their monetarist allies. I didn't want to believe Wyman when he said they had such influence, but... Wait, that's it. If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Wyman. He has a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find Wyman, see what he can tell us. Aldous is many things, but he is not a murderer. Alright. Speak with Wyman on the Steppes of Nald. So, let's find that map. Okay, he's right. No, that's not him. Oh, I guess it is. Alright, so let's teleport right back to the main Aetheryte. I was wondering when you might come along, Samira. Frankly, I'm surprised Aldous went so quietly. He ought to know there's no walking away from us. Why would Aldous surrender himself? You really don't know, do you? Best I start at the beginning, then. Aldous is something of an enigma. He and Leovold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the Bloodsands, but he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Ul'dah loves a good Colosseum fight, and what better way to make gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? So when it got out that Aldous was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger the people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum, and his wins were stricken from the record. Your Guildmaster Miller got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death, too. 'Twas rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil, or that might have been even murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Aldous look that much worse. In the end, Miller lost two of the most important men in her life, and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leovold, he tried to go it solo on the Bloodsands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldous, his career was finished. I know I've completely lost the accent, so I'll just continue in normal voice. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save. Though, judging from that look in your eye, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine then. Though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Ralger's bile. 'Tis a vile poison, rare and expensive too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how to make it, I hear. Gods only know what they'd give why they give it to Aldous. Could go to their headquarters at the Sepulchre in southern Thanalin and ask him direct, I reckon. I have an aversion to direct confrontation personally, but you don't, do you? By the by, you should save the poor bastard's life. Tell him we're even, and that I hope it was all worth it. Okay, need to find the Sepulchre. Little Alamigo. I like this mount. You're just standing on a cloud like frickin' Goku. Or was it Gohan? Who cares? One of the two. Just gotta kill my way in, you know, like you do. The max possible distance there. I may be in a little bit of trouble here. Alright, safe. For now. Just gonna wait till I get my HP back. defensive cooldowns are key. Ah, he got a shield bash off right when I got him on one as well. Stuns are annoying, my god. Back to Ulda. And the Gladiators Guild to talk to Milla. Where have you been, Samira? Aldous has been given over to custody of the Sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. This poison, is it? You've proved that the Alacran purchased it from the Corpse Brigade? Thank the gods, you've done it. Quickly, we must go show this to the official presiding over his execution at Highbridge. Go, now! Eastern Thanaland is Camp Drybone. Alright, we are heading toward the giant bridge. Ah, there they are. Okay, how do I get down there? That's a perfectly fine question. There's stairs, dumbass. Good job, BA. The Sacrarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last... Who are you and what do you want? Duty calls. Commence battle for the rematch. These bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, the Sacrarium has found the prisoner guilty, and in the eyes of gods and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Samira. The scales of our always yielded to wealth above all else, and Leopold spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal, and you! What are you waiting for? Do it! Where did that... Aldous! Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I don't have to steal the headman's axe. If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange? Mercy! Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I had a feeling this spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you by myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So it's to be a rematch. Very well, I accept. Millie and the others need you, Samira. Leave him to me. And we move up. Oh, there they are. Let's help Milla. Looks like she needs it. Ah, jeez. Alright, well, try number 2. Skip cutscene. wait for HP to come up just a bit. Let's get some fight or flight damage boost going here. Holy crap, a Void Slave. Now, a good tank always keeps the enemies pointed away from the rest of the team. There we go. Haha! Aldous! Aldous! You almost had me, Levold.
Stay back, I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory, one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me, Aldous, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered.
Let's go, Levold. It's over. Did they not notice he still has 2 swords on his shield there?
Like hell's it is, I swear you will never know peace, not in this life or the next.
Levold, no! You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. Alright, back to the Gladiators Guild. I'm glad you were there, Samira. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alcaran. If you ever considered the Colosseum, you'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you'd need a title that befits your prowess. Now that it's all over, you'd be staying, won't you? No, Leovold may be dead, but the Alacron are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It's a true tragedy I cannot enjoy the company of Uldah's lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands. Aldous, I probably should be reading him as Zap Brannigan, so I'll adjust.
Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword had permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Miller. I'm known to have this effect on the fairer sex.
You should have let the headsman have his way with you. That way you might learn something of humility.
Ah, but how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Miller. Don't ever change. Ah, that's right. I wanted to teach you something before I go, Samira. If you strike an opponent with your shield immediately after blocking his attack, you can disorient him, rendering him incapable of using his own special techniques. It's a trick I call shield swipe. I won many bouts on the Blood Sands using this strategy, including my last match against Leovold 7 years ago. If it hadn't been for that match, I would have never... He begged me to lose that day, said we'd win a sultan's ransom, but I just couldn't do it. It takes complete confidence in your abilities to master it, but you do not want for confidence, do you? You've risked your life when victory was over anything but certain, and proven yourself to be an incredible gladiator. Never lose that fighting spirit, Samira. Trust in your comrades, have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversity. And with that, I bid you all farewell.
I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want to... What the 7 hells are you looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you all training right now? You think it takes to stand on the blood sands as a sword and a stupid grin? No, it takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you and you alone who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend? Aye! Action learned, shield swipe. Alright, Shield Oath and Soul of the Paladin. Lulatsu wants to share with you some exciting news. Oh, there you are! I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. Oh, there you are, Samira. Perfect timing. I've heard a juicy bit of gossip that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember you heard this first from me, the Sultan's sworn elite are sharing the secret skills and trainings of a paladin. Incredible, I know. The Sultan's sworn have an exclusive monopoly on the instruction of paladin skills. Once upon a time, if you weren't one of the officer track elites, then you had no chance to learn the arts. And competition to get to the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who joined had to swear an oath of fealty to the Uldan Sultanate, which meant no more adventuring, no more daring do, and no more Colosseum, just languishing about in the palace all day polishing plate mail. That's why this news is so big. Now anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of a paladin, and no memorizing the 55 commandments of the Sworn or any other nonsense either. This is a platinum opportunity that comes but once in a lucky adventurer's lifetime. Let this slip through your fingers and regret will be just desserts. You need to go to the Royal Promenade in the Husting Strip. Find the captain of the Sultan Sworn Elite, Genlins is his name, and tell him how you're just dying to become a paladin. Can do, Lulatsu. The Chamber of Rule. Genlins, yay. Yes, I am Genlins, member of the Sultan Sworn Elite and servant to the Uldan Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you've come to inquire about training as a paladin. If so, I would have your name, good woman. Samira. Samira, a fine name. I bid you welcome and salute your noble resolve, but if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what it means. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sellswords and gladiators and others of their ilk wield their blades for themselves, but a paladin serves the greater good. Do you understand me? The battle arts that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan Sworn Elite for nigh on these 600 years. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights, we are the elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. But the glory of the Sultan Sworn, well, much of it's buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year, we are a shadow of what we once were, and the Sultana turns to sellswords to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonor left by one who shall not be named. Voldemort? And because of him, we have been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the paladin military arts. You will not be inducted into the Sultan Sworn, but serve as a free paladin. However, first you must show us that both your sword and heart have metal, and you are worthy of the honor. In the ruins to the south of Little Alamigo, you will find an iron brazier. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flame. Slay these monsters and give their hearts to the fire. Return and present to me their ashes as proof of your deed. Now, would-be paladin, show me the metal in your heart and the steel in your blade. Will do, Genlins. Let's see real quick. I got a new sword, Elm Makahuitl, and a Bull Hoplon that I can't equip for another half level. Let's see here. Can't really equip much of anything else except for the Steel Cuirass. And that's not going to do me very much good because I don't have a hat. So, I'll just keep the Makahuitl on. Head to Little Alamigo. And, slay the undead. The ruins to the south of Little Alamigo. Those are them right there. Is that an A rank? God, is that an S rank? That is an S rank. Crap. Well, you know what that means. Time to freaking annihilate. There we go, 40 allied seals. Now that that's out of the way, Ashkin Hearts go into the Iron Brazier. If you are in this place searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner seeking the secrets of the paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning paladin swordplay does not make you a paladin, nor does the armor you wear or the status you claim. I'm just another aging free paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike off the shackles that bind your spirit, lift the visor that blinds, and find the true path of a paladin. Here, you will be returning to the captain, yes? Then give him this crystal. way you use that sword reminds me of a man I used to know. Mine eyes may be old, but they can see the truth well enough. Be a paladin strong and true. Devote yourself to the way and become a beacon of light. Yo. Back to Ul'dah. Face the undead monsters who infest the ruins south of Little Alamigo. In 7th Annaline, defeat them and return with proof of your deed. There they are, and there you go. Yes, that's what I needed. Proof you have defeated the undead. You have shown that your heart is true and your sword has metal. I have no doubt that you will prove to be an attentive pupil. That is well, for there is much to learn. First and foremost is this. You're a paladin now, a custodian of traditions ancient and noble. A free paladin has no master. Instead, she travels all lands and in every place takes up the cause of the unarmed and the defenseless. You swear fealty not to a lord, but to yourself. You are nobility amongst adventurers. You've taken your first steps upon a new path, and you have earned the right to bear this, the soul of the paladin. Upon its surface are carved the deeds of paladins of eras past. She who bears it commands the respect of all knights of honor. Balmut's Fang! You already possess a crystal, and you say it was given to you by an unknown free paladin who told you to hand it to me? Where's this crystal of which you speak? I demand you show it to me at once. Curse him. He's made a mockery of the trial. The crystal you bear is indeed the soul of the paladin, but it is disgraced, impure. It was stolen from the Sultan Sworn. The man who gave you this soul is the very traitor whom I've been seeking these many moons. He is an oathbreaker who bent the knee to the Ul'dah Sultanate and who swore allegiance to the Sultan Sworn, but then single-handedly sullied our name and trampled it underfoot until it was lost, perhaps forever. How dare he give counsel on honor, on the paladin way? The soul is polluted and I must dispose of it. When you come to wield your sword as a paladin, the only soul you may wear is that which is bestowed by a captain of the Sultan Sworn. That traitor is no Sultan Sworn, still less a captain. By giving you a soul, he insulted not only the Brotherhood, but you too. Perhaps an adventurer like yourself finds our rules nothing more than a nuisance. But through reigns long and short, our forebears in the Sultan Sworn have preserved its rituals and traditions, and we are duty-bound to uphold them, even if men and women of our own ranks are scorn them as relics. It has been my fate to be named captain of the Sultan Sworn in these troubled times. Though I didn't ask for this honor, I have bent my knee to the Sultana and sworn fealty, and I will fight to restore our honor and name. You wield a skilled blade, and more importantly, you met the traitor face to face. Your great task as a paladin will be to help me bring him to justice. You must ready yourself, marshal your resources, and hone your skills until the time comes when you're able to discharge your duty. The journey will be long, but you are a paladin now, and honor binds you as surely as an oath. The next paladin quest will be available from Genlands upon reaching level 35. Boop. Paladin unlocked. The souls of paladins past bequeath to you that. Alright, soul of the paladin equipped. gear set list. Alright, Soul of the Paladin right there. So all I gotta do is click that and it goes directly to my Paladin gear set. And I should be fine. Alrighty. Well, that is pretty much it for right now. This has been Big Angry Plays Final Fantasy XIV, Gladiator to Paladin. I will be back next time with more Final Fantasy XIV, probably. Until then, keep your armor polished. Take care, everyone.